Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 011, Arithmetic, Section 4.10, Problem 8. This is Section 4.10, Problem 8. It says there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. Part A asks how many liters are in 1,260 milliliters, and B asks how many milliliters are in 1,260 liters. So let's start with Part A. And what we want to do is start with a given amount, 1,260 milliliters. Now I'm going to abbreviate the milliliters with the standard abbreviation, which is ml for milliliters. We're going to multiply that by a fancy number 1. Basically, it's a fraction that's equivalent to 1. Now, what I want to do, though, is make sure I choose the correct thing for the denominator and the numerator of my number 1. That's what's critical. So I want to put the units of measure in the denominator that I want to cancel. That would be milliliters. So I have 1,000 milliliters for 1 liter. I can write out liter. The abbreviation is just an L, but. So that's what I need to do. So now milliliters in the numerator, milliliters in the denominator will cancel. And I have 1,260 in the numerator, 1,000 in the denominator, and my units of measure will be liters. Now, those are some very big numbers, but the 1,000 in the denominator is very easy to divide. The 3 zeros are just going to have you pull the decimal point back 3 spots. The decimal point's not written, but it's assumed to be just to the right of that 0 in the 1260. So if it comes back 1, 2, 3 spots, I have 1.260 liters. And now when your decimal ends in a 0, typically people don't bother to write it. You certainly can, and it's not wrong, but it would be more common to just call it 1.26 liters. So 1,260 milliliters is equivalent to 1.26 liters. That's the answer for Part A. Now for B, it's the same process. Start with the quantity that you know. What's given is 1,260 liters. I want to convert that to milliliters. So I will multiply by basically a fancy number 1. I have the same quantity in the numerator and denominator. That's why it's a 1. I just have to pick my units the right way. What goes in the denominator, what goes in the numerator. So I want to cancel liters. So in the denominator, I put 1 liter. And I put the equivalent amount in milliliters in the numerator. That would be 1,000 milliliters, which again, I'll just abbreviate ml for milliliters. Now, as I multiply, liters in the numerator will cancel liters in the denominator. Shouldn't have canceled the 1 also, that's all right. And I'm going to have 1,260 times 1,000, and my units of measure will be milliliters. Now, again, huge numbers involved. The multiplication is very easy, though. The 3 zeros and the 1,000 are just going to put 3 more zeros after the 1,260. And again, you could do it on a calculator, but if you know that trick, it's even easier. So take the 1,260 that you have, add 1, 2, 3 more zeros. That's your answer. It's in milliliters. And if you want to put in commas, you can see that what you have is 1,260,000 milliliters. That's the answer for B.